So that night, right after Buck had saved a rabbit, before it could even hop away, it was instantly killed by the husky. Then the husky gave Buck a defiant look, not realizing that the more vicious it looked now, the more embarrassed it would be later. Afterward, it slowly approached Buck, who, coming from the city, had never seen such a scene, and was so scared it didn't dare make a sound. But as they say, two tigers cannot share one mountain, and the husky still attacked Buck. Although Buck was twice its size, being pampered in a villa since young, he had lost his wild instincts, and was quickly overpowered, unable to even stand. Then the husky, lacking any sense of honor, taunted the unconscious Buck. Next, it approached the pack, trying to win them over, but the dogs preferred to leave, rather than return to the husky's side. They kept barking at Buck, hoping he would rally, but unexpectedly, the next second, Buck actually managed to stand up, baring his teeth, fully awakening his inner wildness, his ferocious appearance completely startling the husky. But not wanting to lose face among the dogs, it still braced itself and charged forward. This time, Buck was no longer timid. He steadied himself and waited for the right moment, then sidestepped and bit the husky's neck. Next, like picking up a child, Buck lifted the husky high into the air. Finally, Buck stepped on the husky, asking, "Do you submit now?" Seeing the other dogs ready to cheer on the sidelines, the husky knew it had already lost. And so, under the gaze of the other dogs, it stood up and left desolately, leaving behind a lonely figure. The next day, due to the absence of a lead dog, Buck naturally took the lead position. But the owner thought he lacked experience and eventually, after much effort, moved him to the back of the team. Then, an experienced old dog was brought in to lead. However, seeing the angry Buck behind, the old dog didn't dare to take the position, refusing to wear the harness at all. Finally, to avoid offending both sides, the owner had no choice but to relent. Pero, though reluctant, ultimately compromised, allowing Buck to lead for once. While Pero was organizing the equipment, he complained that they would be at least 2 days late, completely unaware of the drastic changes occurring among the dogs. At the master's command, the entire team shot out like arrows from a bow. "If we keep this speed for delivering mail, not only will we not be late, we'll be way ahead," thought Pero. He felt his career had reached its peak, cheering all the way, but his loud voice unexpectedly triggered an avalanche. His career hit its biggest low like a roller coaster. Pero couldn't laugh anymore and urgently directed Buck to turn left. The best way to overcome fear is to face it, and Buck felt an inner call. Then, looking at a hole below, Buck hesitated no more. The next second, he led the team straight into it. It must be said, this part was truly thrilling. I felt like putting on a leash and running a few laps myself. In the following days, they raced like the wind, and on the day they reached the town, they arrived 2 days earlier than planned. The only issue was their somewhat lackluster entrance.